Welcome back to TTS Daily, everyone. I know once again my background is a bit different, but look, no worries. I actually got a pretty decent external mic this time, so hopefully things goes a bit better for audio this time around. We have 3 stories to go through. All 3 is Singapore related, so stay tuned. Our first story is in Singapore, where a 12-year-old girl actually locked herself in a room at a HDB flat in Block 348A, Yishun Avenue 11, okay? And that actually prompted a police response on June 1st, 2025 around 3 p.m. because the police were called for assistance and the girl has been assessed to be a potential danger to herself. Okay, parents, take note. Sometimes you might have arguments with your teens and they might, angrily go to the room, maybe even locking the room. The police isn't able to help you open the door every time, only if the children have been assessed to have posed a danger to themselves. So this will require a special unit, the Crisis Negotiation Unit, the CNU, and the SCDF, Singapore Civil Defence Force, to be deployed. While the CNU remains in the apartment trying to unlock the door, the SCDF actually used a safety line air pack as a precaution. So I'm guessing this is probably a giant air bed on the ground floor, outside, somewhere, okay? Thankfully, police gained entry to the room by 4:55 p.m, so there's less than 2 hours after being informed. That is pretty efficient. And the girl was apprehended under the Mental Health Act 2008, Section 7(1), which allows police to detain individuals suspected of having a mental disorder and posing a danger to themselves or others. Thankfully, no injuries were reported during the incident. Once again, mental health is super important. Parents, take note of your teens, your kids. I think it's pretty safe to say now that probably in Singapore, in Yishun, there might be a serial cat killer. Okay, because now another cat was found unalive at the foot of a staircase at Block 510A Yishun Street 51 with its leg displayed in a very unusual manner, okay, which usually means these are very unnatural unaliving. This was reported on Sunday via a social media post and includes photos of the scene, but I'm sorry, we're just going to have to replace it up. Every time we try to cover stories on animals and try to spread awareness on such assaults, the algo isn't helping us much, so this time we have to be very careful with the choice of words that we say, okay? So now NParks, National Parks Board, is investigating the case and urges the public not to speculate, to allow proper investigation. Once again, do not speculate. Nobody has said that there is a serial cat killer, okay? It's just all pure speculation, okay? NParks was notified about a dead cat and is actively looking into the matter. Once again, this incident occurred near another location in Yishun Street 51 where a cat was found unalive with severe injuries, including the insides all, I'm not going to say anymore, but it was a very famous incident that even the Home Affairs Minister K. Shanmugam even highlighted last month. I just want to end off by saying that Singapore reported a 12-year high of 961 animal cruelty and welfare cases in 2024, according to the SPCA. So just let that slowly sink in. And for your last story of the day, we have this headline right here by Must Share News where it says, BLACKPINK Singapore concert tickets go up to 428 Singapore dollars. Netizens question if they are worth the price. No. Now that you have the answer, okay, if you are going to be spending so much money on tickets, why don't you just invest in a pair of good wireless Bluetooth speakers or good wireless headphone, good wireless, maybe even VR set. Go and buy the latest, the Apple goggles, and just play the official playlist by BLACKPINK on certain YT channels, you know that channel, yeah? Go and just listen and put them on playlist, dim your room, play their live concert, and stand further away from the screen, and it's just the same feeling as you buying those. You look at the tickets, even the cheapest ticket is already 168 and it says it is either standing or restricted view, okay? So most of us are going to be buying $168 tickets. If you're going to upgrade a little bit and spend $220 to $298, just look at this layout. It is still pretty far from the stage. So seriously, don't waste that money. Do not think if the CDC vouchers can be used to purchase, okay? Because the CDC voucher is better used to buy the Nintendo Switch 2, which is launching in June. No, jokes aside, the CDC vouchers are for you to buy your essentials, your necessities, okay? Not your face mask, but I mean your groceries. Unless Your grocery store happens to have a pre-order for the Nintendo Switch 2 and the CDC vouchers could be used.